All right, good morning, everybody. Today, I'm just gonna be doing the Wuthering Waves story. I think we're nearing the end of it, and so
make it fast.
I think we're gonna be able to finish it here. I did like level up my Carlotta a lot so that I could use her.
Can we keep up?
She's not the strongest, and she's obviously not in the ideal team, but I want to use her, so that's why we have her. Whoa, I wasn't expecting to go flight mode. All right, let's go continue on the story. May the Sentinel bless you. Enter the Cathedral of Mercury. So we might actually be at the end. But let's find out. I don't know how much longer in this game it'll take. Oh, this music.
Never before have I seen a day so steeped in both shadow and light. The birds sing, the flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true joy nor eternity. Come closer, righteous one. There's no need for hesitation. I am Fenrico, the primus of the Order of the Deep. Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect for you. You and your troop have shown great talent and ambition, breathing new life into Raguna. I ask you to deliver this message to your companions. From this day forth, the troop shall have permanent rights to perform within the city.
Even if they're all fools?
All mortals stumble, but through pilgrimage, they have cleansed their souls and atoned for their transgressions. They have earned their right to return to this divinely blessed land. I understand that questions weigh on your heart. In the presence of a just divinity, speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess. By the great Sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words.
Want to meet the Sentinel Imperator.
You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the Dark Tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery. If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns.
Tell me about the blessed Fleur de Lis.
Fleur de Lis.
Elise.
She was the emissary of the Sentinel, and we are grateful for her contributions. 20 years ago, during the Dark Tide, she sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace. Do you know how the Dark Tide came into being? In Renacita, wars were waged in the name of faith, tearing apart the Sentinel as our faith divided, weakening their divine power. The Dark Tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds. That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, they could not prevent the Dark Tide's surge 20 years ago. The Blessed Maiden chose to martyr herself. She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice, restored some of their divine power, bringing an end to the Dark Tide. Yet, the Sentinel remains in a state of healing and still requires a mortal representative. Following the Blessed Maiden's departure, I was granted new authority to cleanse the aftermath of the Dark Tide. I received the divinity's blessing and became the new Enlightened One. By their will, I fulfill the tasks left unfinished in this world. Therefore, we must unify all beliefs, ensuring the purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
He said she once again resonated with the Sentinel. Was that really a second resonance awakening? Sentinel Jue had a trial with Jin Shi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
I swear, my words are without deceit. I see in your eyes that you have walked further on the path of justice than I anticipated. Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions. The Dark Tide brought us a blood-stained lesson.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Faltering, I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true maiden has yet to reveal herself.
What?
You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations. As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian. Fleur-de-Lis was shaped, both body and spirit, by our ancient enemy. Her actions were intended to plunge this city into fear and chaos. This is the truth I witnessed. Fleur-de-Lis.
Ah, I skipped it by accident, tabbing back in. What did Fleur-de-Lis do? Crap. Leave the Cathedral of Mercury, but why over this way? Oh, dude, they bowed. Penitent's End, Fool's Elysium. The Fool's troop travels across the Renacita, but their base sits in a vast cavern on Penitent's End. Their creed is freedom. Their treasure is laughter.
How can that be? That Blessed Maiden, could she really be the Threnodian's resonator? What if the Primus's words were a bunch of baloney? But we saw Cardathea following the Sentinel's instructions. They wouldn't mix up their own resonator, right? Now my head hurts. Who was she really with? The Sentinel or the Threnodian?
Sorry, I keep making adjustments to my thing. Okay.
Well, probably won't get any more answers from him.
All the clues we've gathered so far point to the Threnodian, and the Phasalia family worships the Threnodian. We'll have to wait for Carlotta to... Something tells me this carnival is just the beginning.
There's more ahead of it, I'm sure. Alright, so we're waiting on Carlotta to schedule a meeting.
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why, there's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission.
Frolova.
Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I?
No.
The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles. The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty, so we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists.
Who's that?
Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian? Or both? If so, oh, a resonator capable of wielding both powers. I am eager to see how this story ends. Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act,
Oh, it's just
I
Christopher.
might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge. Speaking of which, that rover shines brighter than anyone else in your play.
Frolova, it seems we walk different paths. I don't share your fondness for that sort of puppet theater. I merely place the characters on their stage and they act out their fates, driven by their own volition. To remain courageous amidst absurdity. To pursue a spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity. Don't you think? Even the most pristine cadence of death pales beside the untamed, fervent, and tenacious spirits of the living. In their journey, they resolutely overcome all obstacles. They pursue, they tear, they burn. Simply because they desire to.
Simply
I
because
think
they
you should
desire
leave your
to.
secluded mansion. Take a walk and listen to the voices scattered across the world.
Perhaps. From Huanglong to Rinasita, she has indeed added a few unexpectedly beautiful notes to my symphony.
I am certain that, even without any direction, she will walk the path that destiny has laid before her. All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence, and what awaits at the end is immortality before the tides of fate. We are all but humble servants.
Yo, that music was sick. Wait, is that the end? No. I was right at the end? Where's the missions? Where? Gallery, map, backpack, utilities. Quests. That is it. That's the end. What? Bruh. I didn't know that was gonna be the end. Interesting. I was right there at the end then. Dang. That's something. Bethel Every Square at midnight. 22 to 10. How do you wait? Left trigger. Well, let's see what this side quest is. This might end up being a character quest.
The midnight chime has faded, yet the night endures. Restless hearts long for an understanding that should be ours. In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. This should be the place Capello mentioned in his invitation.
With this invitation, I wish to personally thank you for all you have done for the Montelli family, and to amend the slight misstep in your reception. In the name of the Montellis, I shall honor my allies as I do my own kin and blood. In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival.
I knew it. Another invitation. That's kind of their signature. Oh, yeah. The big boss of... I bet he's got something. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave this to you then. Oh.
Okay, well, here we go. We got through the story.
To
Also, what the
locate me
heck?
so precisely and deliver the invitation right into my hands.
Piccolo 150.
This Capello
Thanks for the
Montelli
follow.
knows what he's doing.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my headphones. If it's possible for you to type for me? What the heck? You want me to type? That's such a bizarre request. It's not exactly easy for me to do that with my how I have
Forgive me
things
for
set up.
not meeting you properly until now. Guest from the Black Shores, laureate of the Carnival, savior and friend of the Montellis. Your presence is an honor. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am
Hang
Capello
on one
Montelli,
sec.
Carlotta's uncle, son of the Padrino, and the next head of the family.
Given Capello's stature, a private meeting at this hour? Is it?
Without you, the traitors wouldn't have been captured. While Carlotta has expressed our family's gratitude, but unfortunately, the traitors had little to offer, and the one behind them is still in the shadows. I'll wait for her findings then. Things aren't as bright for the Montellis as they may seem. The Order, Physaelias, and the Fraxidas. Any attempt to break the status quo puts us at risk. The traitors we captured were a warning, but also a reminder to survive, especially with you, just as Carlotta did. Now that you mention it, let me be clear. Carlotta is dear to me, and nothing will change that. But she's from the lesser branch of the family. Tradition says I, the rightful heir, should manage dealings with the Black Shores, not her. Restoring order and benefiting the family as I intended. That's what I meant in the letter by amending a slight misstep. The leader of the Black Shores must have sent you here with a purpose. Tell me, and I will offer you support far beyond what Carlotta could
What was the
provide.
high prices for this?
The choice is yours, of course. But as the family heir, I will not see my authority undermined, even by those I consider allies. So if you can't stand by my side, I prefer you stay out of the Montelli's affairs.
Who is this guy
Otherwise,
threatening me
believe
after we've been working with
you
Carlotta?
won't want to find yourself at odds with us, no matter how strong you are. You're welcome to remain an observer from the sidelines, but once you join the table, you play by the rules.
Well said. But the rules are not set in stone, are they? What matter of intrigue brought you and Rover together at this hour, Uncle? A table? Are we speaking of a splendid card game, then?
Your timing is most unfortunate. Our little chat just finished.
Pity. I didn't think you'd pull her aside for a private word, especially after all Rover and I have been through together. But since you've finished, would you excuse us now?
Carlotta, you stay. I have more to discuss with you.
Meet me at the rendezvous. Beware the ice.
Ooh, power plays. What's gonna happen here?
A gun is a powerful tool, but only in the hands of the worthy.
I understand, Uncle. I've never forgotten where my privileges come from. Nor will I covet what's not mine. The Black Shores, the Carnival. I will execute any command that strengthens the family.
Very well. Keep your words in mind.
Uncle, about Bennett. Have you heard?
That family thief stealing from the vault. Why? Are you suggesting I failed my duties?
Not at all. I just happened to overhear someone talking about it in passing.
Ooh, that uncle guy is a bit of a miscreant.
I'm more entangled in the Montelli family's schemes than I ever realized. When I went, Carlotta warned me about eyes, so she probably wants me to avoid unnecessary attention.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
not sure why, but staying under the radar is never a bad idea.
And can't I just go this way? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. Ooh. So I guess this is technically a side quest, but it has a lot of story stuff going on here.
Carlotta's not here yet. Guess I'll have to wait.
Oh, is that the current head of the family, I think?
Might I trouble you for a light, young lady?
Sorry, I don't have one.
Oh, well, a cigar without smoke. My granddaughter told me Raguna's rain is a bad omen. Can't argue with that.
You've been looking at this painting for a while. Anything special about it?
Oh. Did it capture your interest as well? Or are you simply passing the time until the rain ends?
You could say I'm waiting.
Then it seems you'll have to put up with me for a while. The Montelli family prides themselves on their eclectic taste in art. Any style, art knows no boundaries of time, place, or they say in art, we glimpse pieces of our own soul. What do you make of this piece? Care to share your thoughts?
You step one closer to study painting.
Indeed. True artistry lies not only in what is painted, but what is left unsaid. I share the same view, except that I'm somehow saddened by the part that forsakes its character to achieve balance, perhaps chosen by the artist for its uniqueness. Now is not the time to cling to existing balance, but to embrace the unknown.
How cryptic.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. Didn't know you had such refined taste.
I was discussing it with an old gentleman.
I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept waiting too long. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. Come on, Ted. When it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. Calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution. I can only imagine your confusion.
You and your uncle both.
The Montelli's path is not always paved with roses, but with thorns as well. As the heir apparent, my uncle bears many burdens. Seeing me work with you on the Carnival under grandfather's orders might have unsettled him, leading to a hasty, misguided move.
How do you feel about this? Does this change your plans?
In truth, I haven't thought about it, and my opinions hold little weight. The current plan has proven effective. I believe it's wise to trust grandfather's judgment, as I always do. Besides, I now have more important duties to fulfill. The shark in our midst has finally made its move. Recently, several of our partners claimed to have found a superior cellar and ended their dealings with us. Meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was reported to have embezzled and sold vault assets. It's said that he tried to flee, but was killed by tacit discords outside the city.
Oh no.
I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. The night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases. The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Ragusa. We uphold freedom and equality for all. As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you. My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family, one must have both standing and purpose. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry. Cat's Eye, a provisional member under my patronage.
Dun dun dun. We're gonna work
If you
under
wish
the
to join, you must undertake the final assessment and...
Why Cat's Eye though?
When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think? Also, have you looked closely at your own eyes? They share the same luster as cat's eye gems.
Oh, dude,
Now,
she's
Cat's Eye,
enamored by my beautiful
will you
eyes.
stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
Well, you recommended me, so it's your call.
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis. But among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
What made you say that?
It was one step ahead. How about we slow down and savor the present? Oh, yo, this is what I'm talking about. The romantic tension.
Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it? I just might entertain that thought. But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence. While his body has been found, what he left behind is still out there.
Let's try our luck at his residence. Go to Bennett's residence in the Montelli Quartet. What the? These two bathtubs. They're having a good time. Let's go, Carlotta.
Can you keep up?
There's so much exposition in this questing.
It seems someone has acted faster. Those two. Them. Yes, we address each other by code names. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items. But my presence might raise a few eyebrows. Yes, you try and loosen their lips. If memory serves, they are to talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their
I'll improvise as needed. Talk to Sage and Akon. Akon,
Hey.
Sage.
That's
No, that's both of us.
neither do I. Listen up.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you? Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Oh, margarita.
Always a solid choice when on the move.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault.
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there?
That's where the thief lived.
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found...
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. That's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me. Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what...
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big bro...
You rendezvous with Carlotta after her investigation.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle
Maybe he's
curious,
hiding something.
Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon your private meeting. But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any detail. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up. I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray it. For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh. Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove?
A grey dove? Without making a movement, you follow Carlotta's line of sight. Now far away, a man partially hidden is frequently glancing in your direction. He seems to be observing you and Carlotta. Noticing your gaze,
After him.
he immediately starts running. After him. Where did this little goblin guy go? Aha. He runs so slow. He won't get away. He's an old man.
Nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
These old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul?
No running, no chasing.
He had no choice but to run. To escape, right, old Duncan?
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory. It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past?
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain.
To grieve for my last friend in the family? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists to withstand what an individual cannot. But within the family, if you're willing, there is still much to be done for Bennett. Given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet. The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Raguna. They had close ties with Bennett, and that said, with their recent fallout with the family...
We have little choice but to try now. Let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna.
Dun dun dun. What quest is this that I'm even doing? Is this a companion quest? This is a companion story, so this is Carlotta's companion story. That makes sense. That's what I figured it was. This isn't the main story, but I mean... it is like... does include a lot of the story. Oh, this is the combat guy. This is where like you get combat training and stuff. Materials. You can spend your stuff.
Can you keep up?
Can you keep up?
Can you keep up? This is the place.
Those for
In
information.
Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drink. Among traders, there's a secret code. A base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own... Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. So all that remains is to order the right drink. Watch the crowd.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A scarlet velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet velvet. An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patient.
Scarlet Velvet. Talk to those present to identify the contact.
Kirsch. Blood orange gin. That drink you have there is quite rare. Would you mind telling me? A riddle cloaked in mystery.
The key to any language lies with that in mind. The same drink. Sounds like. Do you know when the bartender started?
Let me.
Joyous man.
The wild desire, but this amber drink. No, leave the void. Montelli, Phasalia.
Let's go.
Oh, there you are. I noticed you, but don't get me wrong. I've only been here long enough to recognise that drink. That swagger and flair. I know I'm not the one you came for, but don't dash off just yet. How about you let me prove how reliable I can be for your family? Go on. She may not carry the Montelli name, but it's a shame, though. She recently...
Impressive. 3 days from now, at this hour, return here and order a golden ears.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant. You are smart. You mix every drink and pass every code. You might. So this Scarlet Velvet ribbon.
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings with the Montellis. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta, aren't you afraid things might turn ugly?
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to...
Surely you don't believe that nonsense.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild.
Wait, Bennett is dead? That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
Dun dun dun. And alas, we have our answer. We know where to go. I do wonder how long this quest line is.
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus.
We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You've controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left.
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel, if you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause. But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary for judgment.
The Order and the commoners. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant actions. Let's first address their trouble.
And then we'll have a proper talk.
Hush! Running won't save you. Still recognize me?
Hey.
Ah, the Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel. Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a refund.
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit production. How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the dark.
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my status. The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary.
Mark my words. The day Montelli is brought to its knees by the Order and Phasalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy. When that day comes, all shall be under the Order's control.
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. But since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly. Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewellery, perfumes and all that nonsense. Not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks. Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Phasalias?
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault. So our hands were tied. A direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering, the Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need, one thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is supposed to be your family's business. So, Ernesto told me Bennett's gone. Good judgment there. The rumours are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods. Nothing shady.
So it's all a conspiracy.
He knew his stuff. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said?
Seems Bennett may have anticipated. I wonder if you might show us to the shelter.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business?
To test our hypothesis and see if there's anything important hidden there. It is interesting that they put these little flying guys around to take you exactly where you need to go.
Gently does it. Watch out.
Oh, the audio went cut out. Oh, it was having trouble loading. These woofies.
You will yield. You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. We'll each use our senses to search.
Alright, and then we'll use the sensor to search for clues. Aha.
Can you keep up? Something is...
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects either.
Indeed. But what I find, do you recall those 3 lines from the anthology? The ones Bennett, thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. The woman, like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves, but the Schnau, the book. It appears to be about winter, which is likely related to the second line, 40 winters. The last one is a rota device.
190.
MLCL. 190. Of course it is. Bennett was a vault keeper. But 4 letters. The highest... Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep an eye out for Bennett's... That's for me to know and you to wonder. But it was not in good shape after what it went through. Yeah, if you can use it at all...
Understood. I'll have someone pick it up for restoration.
Wait, what now? What, you're not even gonna check? Oh, no, it's nothing really. Just worried it might be too tricky to repair.
All right. We'll inform you when there's more to share. We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. You might not know this, but Bennett was never granted the highest clearance in the vault.
Isn't that a good sign? It means Bennett might not be guilty after all.
But it's replaced by another suspicion. What only grandfather, uncle, and I have the highest clearance. Liberty Square, our proximity, the vault's security clearance, a traitor among the top brass, the indifference towards the stolen goods, and the authority to end dealings with Scarlet Velvet. There's someone all evidence points to. Were I to entertain it, it all starts to make sense. But if it was truly him, the heir to our family, who betrayed us, now all that remains is to see what the code reveals.
It's only one way to find out.
No matter what.
What the heck? It might be the uncle? I mean, it might have been kind of obvious, but...
Can you keep up?
Also, where is this? There'd be treasure here, though.
Can you keep up?
Oh, I think it's above. Alright, we'll teleport nearby.
My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meetup spot is right ahead.
Uh-oh. What'll it tell us? I am curious to know.
Lady Carlotta, we received a terminal addressed to you, signed DC.
One moment, I need to check something. So 6... Alright, sorry, I had to check something.
The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated due to the extensive damage. Our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But, if you insist, Mr. Pierre at headquarters is an expert in this field.
What's up with her mouth? Why isn't it fully animated?
Make sure to contact him. Now please project the restored sections.
Absolutely. One moment.
There's less detail because she's a NPC.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. See, and the other location, I think it's my uncle's private dock. Reviewing the records hardly... If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's not. There may be other useful information, but first, let's put that code to use. Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. Family property, valuable. The complete inventory and access records can only be found here.
Accessible to those with proper clearance.
Please, follow me.
Yes, my lady. Yes, my lady. That's weird following Carlotta as Carlotta, so... Ah yes, we'll be a little tiny arena. What seemed to be an unremarkable ornament blending into the corridor turns out to play a crucial something. Something was deposited and retrieved.
Someone extracted the core data module. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath. And in Renisita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new... Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. No. We must find the core module.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did...
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled.
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something against your will?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said, I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears. What harm is there in choosing the safer, easier path?
I can't believe you just said that. So,
why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us? I've given you an out. All you need to do is accept it.
Uh-oh, they're at
then
odds.
so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Mr. Capello.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that was a good idea to confront him like that.
I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family. Really? I just wished... No. I did promise I'd try to drop the pretense with you. I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. I'm just saddened that my uncle is the one behind it all. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals, to carry the torch forward. Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. Every moment it's missing puts our family at greater risk. The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The dock Bennett visited used for storage. Could it be there? We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window. I need you to take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns out to be a dead end, we will need other leads. I know that securing the module alone won't suffice. I must uncover Capello's true motives.
Okay.
Can you keep up?
So I guess we're going to the dock.
They call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Uncle has concealed what he took from the vault here. A secluded place entirely under his control.
What the heck?
For a secret trove of such value, the lack of security is strange.
Whoa.
There was
Tentacle
little
lamp?
resistance on my way here. This can't be right. Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Or am I too late? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. Such a big mirror. Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some
kind of crystallized energy.
Will I find the data module on the other side? Or was all this just a trap?
Ah, Carlotta got grabbed by Carlotta and pulled into Carlotta. Bathtub travel. Probably the best way to travel. These Sentinel guys are pretty luxurious.
Hello again. You don't seem very surprised.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together
and I happened to take the initiative.
That's it. I doubt you want. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can...
You knew I was coming.
Remember that painting we discussed earlier? In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined, but I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting blind obedience. She must find her own path. As for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. Even my own son is not exempt from this. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hand should only be played as a final measure. the old give way to the new. It's the way of the world.
Bum,
But
bum,
for us
bum.
Montellis, the courage to break from
Cool,
the
I
past
guess.
matters far more than clinging to it. So I ask you this favor. When the time is right...
Hello, Chaz.
Give this to her.
She will need it.
She'll need it.
It's a little tricky, but you're lucky to have my expertise. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data.
Hey.
The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing
Good
was
afternoon. How's it
intentionally
going?
erased. It seems they wanted to overwrite the data to avoid detection. I can show you. Do you have a terminal? I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
Alright, what data? Show me. Show me the goods.
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the tacit discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Physalias. The other resonators in the city are irrelevant. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless. He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way shall meet the same fate.
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy night. Each one of us losing someone dear. And we all share the desire for our family to find an easier path forward. The best way to avoid sacrifice isn't fighting. You may have left the family, and I should expect no more favors from you. But I ask this of you one last time. Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
What's in it? Carlotta? What will happen to her?
Nothing. Save for the standard location tracking data every terminal holds. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be a thing of the past. I know you care more about your late friend than you're willing to.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's my terminal. No, it's too risky. Wait, I have Bennett's body. Nobody's going to pay attention to a dead man's terminal. I'll record it, then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well, in case I also...
Dun dun dun. You bet. It's going well. Tried Mr. Fantastic on Rivals. He's fun to play. Yeah, I've heard he's good.
A trap?
I need to test Rivals and see if it works for me now. I couldn't play it,
Lady
really.
Carlotta be in danger? I don't think that's part of your plan. Are you really letting her face this by herself?
She's already there, so why bother? I trust Carlotta and our esteemed guest.
In the meantime, Carlotta is seeing fragments of her past.
What is that?
The family will shield you.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
These flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made Sonoro inside. A sly trap.
A sly trap
Some of
indeed.
these masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the Sonoro seem unstable. I'll have to handle them before I can search the area. Still recognize me?
You will yield. Glory demands more.
Now, how long does this last? Oh, it just ran out right as I was doing it too.
Still recognize me?
I like this jumpy flippy girl.
Found your
She jumps and she flips.
My way.
Ooh, her combat seems fun. I
All
like,
these
yeah.
obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its walls.
She jumps and she flips, and I like her
This layout and decor
because of
seems
it.
strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandeliers specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
All right, let's go.
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard. Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that...
Tell me, how on earth do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's all...
Orphan girl from the other side of the family, adopted by Padrino. A mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories.
You look a little familiar. Oh, it's you again.
You shouldn't know me yet. Not at this time.
I don't understand.
Sorry. Please don't mind what I just said. I'm not really sure.
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about...
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon. Your outfit. No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red, but the person I saw had blue.
No accessories. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell me where she's gone?
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a mishap.
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on time because of lighting. On the other hand, once the lights are turned on... Thank you.
You're welcome, I suppose.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike me, you probably don't need to hear this.
Fancy a wager?
Oh, interesting. So the head adopted Carlotta from the lesser part of the family. What? Set the password for the lighting controls. For the first 2 digits, I'll go with the number of trees and chandeliers in the hall. As for the last 2 digits, that's on Barolo. He took forever setting up the balloons in the hall yesterday. Maybe he is hiding the password in the balloons. Number of trees, chandeliers, and balloons.
Gently does it?
But how? I need the shooty thing, but how do I set that? I don't know. What does the projector do? Oh yeah.
The world
What?
is mine!
I didn't mean to do that.
Start small to build big.
Well, I'll just go with August 9th. It's an important day for me. It's my wedding anniversary. August 9th it is, then. Probably for the last digits of the password. So 89. Number of trees. Oh crap. What was it? Number of trees and what? And chandeliers. In the main hall. Does this count as a tree? These are more like plants and bushes. Well, I guess these are the trees. So 6. Chandeliers. There's 2. So it's 2, 6, 8, 9.
Can you keep up?
6, 2, 8, 9. What? It didn't let me change it. We did it. We solved the puzzle. Smart sheep, eh?
All right, time to check the lobby.
What can I say? I'm a genius.
Lighter than a dove.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see. Today is a special day. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name.
I knew it. She shares our bloodline.
She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrine.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that. Why her? What makes her worthy of the Montelli name?
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks.
Ah, it's dark, Carlotta.
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here. And you...
Oh, she teleported.
The exit.
Probably not. We're about to fight the boss.
Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario already? Now the question is, what moment from my past does this represent?
That is a good question.
How do I leave this place? Leave? But didn't you just follow me here? Cut the nonsense. Ugh, fine.
But why should I tell you?
True, I brought you here. But remember, I am a product of your own making. From this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli. Don't pretend we're alike in any way. And keep the Montelli name out of your filthy mouth. Oh, right. How could I forget? A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family, trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home, fearing abandonment. You're a star in the ballroom, a top investor at the auction house, but your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon, carrying out orders without question. I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensability.
That's not what I want, though.
Oh, planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Why not try shooting yourself? Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition, would I even Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself.
Show me what your sweat and tears are worth.
Still recognize me? Surrender. Improvise. Take this. The stage is set.
She's got the pistols and the rifle. Pew pew.
Nice work. But this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know which part of the past.
The wind abruptly ceases, leaving Carlotta enveloped in an oppressive humid stillness tinged with a metallic scent. She gazes up at the overcast sky, a haunting memory of that fair, fateful, rain-soaked evening services.
Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never...
Help! Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the monarch.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic in that...
Address the danger. What's happening?
Quickly and swiftly. Glory demands more! Found your weak spot.
It doesn't last long. That ultimate.
3 key areas have been hit one after another. South second block. Intel says the Phasalias are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them.
We're running out of time. Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the east end. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage, we might just make...
No, we shouldn't do that. The Phasalias were keeping an eye on our other...
No, we're not doing that. They can take the west end. Our men will retreat to headquarters.
Why? They're tough, but we're no pushovers either. We earned our turf fair and square. Why? When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let
But we still risk exposing the location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting.
What about you, Carlotta?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience. We'll hit their base. Our people on the east end, the south second block and the dock, will stay put to give the impression we know nothing. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Phasalias keep their echoes. As they know what we value most, we need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really good?
We can't afford to lose our people. I'll cover the rear.
Uh-oh. I will cover the rear.
Quickly and swiftly. Improvise. Still recognize me? The stage is set.
again.
Victory favors me. A new era awaits. Quickly and swiftly. Still recognize me? Is that it? I'm still standing.
They froze me.
You will yield. Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Surrender. Running won't save you.
I like her kick move where she kicks and then shoots him.
Look at you with your brilliant plan. And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan validated? Back then, no one bothered to ask for your input, did they? The family ended up making the worst possible choice. They called for...
No. Cynthia. Look at me. Please. Oh, you're the only family I have left. The Montellys. How much more do we have to lose?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the debt, with that blood debt haunting you, you became the sharpest and Capello. Did he think of seeking the Order's protection after that? When it became, come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? By doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. You were never meant to make decisions for the family. No matter what you say, I must stop him. Why? Didn't I just show you a better future than what you face now? Merely an illusion of your making. My choices may have altered the outcome, but it's impossible to prove now. The past is set in stone. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts us. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear. I must leave here and stop Capello. You're unshakable, aren't you? Our negotiations have reached a dead end.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to fight. Choose the path to leave the maze. Left is always losing.
Left! You should have gone left! Wait. Or maybe not. Think it over. I told you before. You should take the easier way out.
Wrong. Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay.
Aha. I figured out your tricks.
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
Padrino's gun never leaves his sight. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone.
Oh. She shattered the mirror. Through the looking glass we go. I've mostly been silent because it's mostly story information, so, you know. What can you do?
I am merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Why won't you obey my orders?
I'm getting old. If we can make other people pay the price.
Why can't you just give in to me and stay here?
Ah. This thing.
Still recognize me? The world is mine. In the name of the Montellis. Running won't save you. Still recognize me?
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Yes. Get status probe.
Break.
My compliments. Found your weak spot.
There's definitely gonna be a phase 2.
Time to part ways.
Oh, maybe not.
How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily? You and I. What makes us so different? Rover, care for a story? A story about why a certain girl was adopted.
Yes. Tell us more, Carlotta, of your past.
Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
You're a bad girl. I'm telling Nanny.
Who would have thought? She's a Montelli after all. The hall is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster!
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon.
Defying indoctrination to chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true Montelli.
Huh. Oh. He. Huh. Oh. Whoa. The little Carlotta. It was tiny baby Carlotta. Tell Carlotta what you learned from the cover terminal.
see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt, clearing his name. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden beneath the overrides. I can empathize with Duncan, even to some extent Capello. They're driven by a desire for safety and stability. We will never achieve that by surrendering ourselves to the Order. From the very beginning, our paths diverged. To yield to them now means giving up even more. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. I will follow their lead and chart a course towards a brighter tomorrow. Wealth and power will safeguard our freedom. The Montelli family is set to break the Order's suffocating hold and lead Raguna towards a wider horizon, embracing Septimont, Huanglong, and other countries. The family exists to accomplish what one cannot, and withstand the winds of fate. Like I said, we seize control. An all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move. Rather than blindly tailing Capello in search of a hidden data module, Scarlet Velvet mentioned they need a formal reply, and we can deliver that. Care to help me give them an unforgettable response in 2 days?
We're taking the initiative. I like it. Wait until the scheduled action time 2 days later. I do need to do these events things. Oh, I still haven't done the dailies. Two days later. Oh, nice. It gives you an option to just travel to the time that you need. At 19.
Make it fast.
Let's go to the point. The point of no return. Let's finish this here. Agatha. Agatha. Oh, Agatha.
Just checking your location. Have you reached this perfect? Remember to be stealthy. Scarlet Velvet and my opera venue only has one entrance. I've arranged for a handler.
Bobaton.
Oh, the upstairs parlor is off limit. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me. What was that? You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity. What's your...
Hey, Tulip! Why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
Sir, slyly palmed a tulip coin, hiding the gesture in a shadow. You discreetly accepted and presented as proof of identity.
Ah, a tulip coin. I remember you. No wonder you arrived early.
Yeah. We can talk after getting the job done.
What the? Who is this guy? Doesn't show his face? Who's our handler? Enter the trading hall.
Have you made it inside? This area is under surveillance. On either side of the main stage, you should see something that looks like a control panel. Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position.
Oh no. We did it.
How did it go? Any issues?
No, nobody even noticed that I was hacking terminals right in
Everything's
front of them.
Just got to the place we agreed on.
Oh, a couple of those here. Let's see.
The front of the hall. Done. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Huh. Blind spot? Done. Back window done. The setup is complete. How's it going on?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise we would. The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. We'll head out.
Wait until the time of the deal.
Nearly go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
Whoa. She just smacked the heck out of that guy.
You! Why are you here?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. Let me guess. You fed the same line to the Order, didn't you? Playing both sides, setting yourself up nicely.
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself. The path of the Montelli family is one of you. I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. I do not take sacrifice lightly. Now, will you continue down this path?
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Bow out gracefully? Do you think I still care about saving face at this point? My only regret is not being ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me. And what of it? You'll never understand. We lack the power to protect everyone. So what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not? You're right. I've crossed the line.
What? Are you're gonna like fight?
Everyone, capture them!
Time to leave.
Ah. What?
fall for me, will you? Then, let's fall together.
What? Bruh. What a scene. What a sequence of events, eh? That was not my bingo list for this story. A romantically charged escape sequence.
Scarlet Velvet's people have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the Order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's agents and declare the cooperation null and void. No data module, no explanation or any follow-up. Capello is already a lost cause. The Order will realize this soon enough.
Oh, snap. One happy ending after the other.
The rain's back. I once saw rain as a bad omen in Raguna. When it rains, it's easier to wash away bloodstains. But today's rain feels different. As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away.
Oh.
Well done, Carlotta. My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance. I had faith in you too, but you surpassed my expectations. It appears I underestimated the potential that you possess when working together.
I just give a hearty
What
thumbs
he
up.
just said. Looks like someone's been keeping secrets from me, huh? I've been curious. You entered that Sonaro and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon? The nerve. Fine. Since we make such a good team, I'll let it slide for now.
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. Vengeance for blood. Death for life. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my side to handle it.
I see. But before that,
Are you leaving?
what, miss me already? No need to feel sad about parting. For each goodbye brings us closer to the next hello. That's my favorite way to think of it. A countdown to our next reunion. With Capello ousted, the family needs someone to fill his shoes. I must assist my grandfather through this tumultuous transition. There's no one else to do it. Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said, Things couldn't have gone so smoothly without your help and support. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as Cat's Eye of the Montelli family. But still, as I said, every member gets a token that matches their codename.
Oh, what gift are you
Though
gonna give
you
me?
already have a pair of cat's eyes, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my forte. I chose it just for you. I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just yet. But I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
Ah, so sweet. That's the end of it. Cat's Eye brooch. Symbol of the Montelli family. We did it. We have some work to do. Let's convene on Carlotta's weapon, yeah. Blah. What are you yelling about?
Plan with convention. Let me be there for everyone.
Another day, another heroic.
Well, we did it.
Make this quick.
Perfect.
Plan with
we did indeed do it. What a wild quest line. I enjoyed it a lot. I need to spend some of my jades. Weekly challenge, weekly limit 3 of 3. I should do these.
I alone will
plan with
So
convention.
have I gotten all of yours?
Then
I
conquer
have.
by ingenuity.
So the next one would be Verina's then. And she needs the bell? Really? She needs a bell.
I alone will decide whether it's
So in that case...
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
I don't know. I've just been here observing, really? Were you paying attention to the whole story? Wasn't that a good story? I liked it a lot. That cutscene, I really liked. Can't use this
quickly and swiftly.
When Rover and Carlotta were dancing to escape. That looks interesting. Whoa, okay, it's doing damage to me.
Found your weak spot. Still recognize me. Brilliance lights the way.
Yo, you do more damage up on top of the thing.
Together we vanish. Now the crosscut. Sever. Break. Who's the caged bird now?
Oh, why was it so zoomed in?
Sever.
My compliments.
Yeah, we did it. Man, look at all the flippy flips you do, man. Claim rewards. Confirm. Restart. Yeah, we do this 2 ties. To my surprise, it had me intrigued. Nice.
Quickly and swiftly.
This is an interesting boss. Kind of killing him too fast for him to do much, though.
Still recognize me? The stage is set. The world is mine.
Fell off, sadly.
Masterpiece complete. Running won't save you. Still recognize me?
Together we vanish. Perish in flames.
Crosscut. Sever.
Nice. Bellborn Galatian. Restart. So this is the weekly boss. I only got 3 chances a week.
My blade yearns. Take full. Be reduced to cinders.
Underneath it, I can't even see what's happening because of that.
Gently does it.
I don't think I'm actually hitting.
The stage is set.
Alright. I think that's all I get. I only get 3 tries. Weekly boss, weekly boss. Give me your rewards and exit. That's a boss I haven't unlocked yet, apparently. I don't know where you actually go to fight it, but it's probably going to be a part of a quest. In any case, I just need to spend some of my wave plates. And get it for up.
Will decide whether it's for show or for
Upriders.
battle.
Now there's one other thing I need to do. I need to get glacio damage for this guy. Freezing Frost. Who's the other one? Frosty Resolve. That's what I want. 'Cause this guy is defense percent. I need not defense percent. And then I believe there's one here that I'm missing, right? Oh yeah, see? Oh no, wait. Is this crit rate? Fusion damage, attack percent. That's right, this one. I only have a 4-star on this one. And they're not upgraded. They are upgraded, but not fully. And then I'm more or less finished with her. And then it's just for Rena. Which for Rena needs a lot of work. Oh, actually, it looks like I already did her echoes. Okay, so I'm just missing 1 attack percent for her. And then it's these. And did I do her weapon? I did do her weapon. Okay.
I alone will decide whether...
Here's another thing. Reach 30% of expert in Mount Firmament. Complete the tactical hologram calamity account. That's 3. This is on Mount Firmament. So, I mean, at this point, I really want to just do exploration stuff. So let's try to do Carlotta's. Frosty Resolve. Never been here before. I'm gonna spend some of my wave plates.
Quickly and victory favors me. Still recognize me? A new era awaits. Still recognize me?
Together we vanish. Feathers incinerate. No need to dwell on it. Beckon the divine flame.
My compliments. Brilliance lights the way. Still recognize me?
There we go. Fusion damage bonus. Glacial damage bonus. Oh, nice. I think I got it. Excellent.
Can you keep up?
That's
I
actually
alone
perfect.
will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
Frosty Resolve. Glacial damage bonus. There we go. And now we just upgrade. We got the main attacks. I'm sure. I'm sure the substats aren't great, but we're not going to worry too much about that yet. We aren't even max level. We're far from in a perfect situation. So
I alone.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
So next up is this. Which one is it? Rejuvenating glow. So we need... Actually, the next one is this, because I don't have you. This is Molten Rift. And do I really not have a 1-star? The answer is I do not. So, let's instead go do Molten Rift. Molten Rift, here we go. We'll do Molten Rift here. Should be able to get a 1-star with attack percent.
Keep up.
Missed? What the hell?
Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Still recognize me?
Together we vanish.
Oh, this challenge is much easier. HP percent. Cost 3. Cost 1. HP percent. Whiff waff. Defense percent. Cost 1. Defense percent. Fusion damage bonus. Cost 3. 0 damage bonus.
My blade yearns. Perish in flames. Clear as the guests of the unkind. Beckon the divine flame. Make it fast. Break!
Easy. Cost 3, cost 3. Sonata effect. Molten Rift, cost 3, cost 3, cost 3, cost 3. I must have gotten pretty lucky to get what I got, if I'm being honest.
Guests of the unkind. Mind's eye.
My compliments. Still recognize me? Found your weak spot. Can keep. Victory favors me.
Oh, attack percent. Here we go. Is this Molten Rift? It is. Excellent. I think I got what I need then.
I alone.
Plan with convention. Then conquer.
No.
By ingenuity.
Oh, I already have that one though. Ooh, that sucks. Not what I need then. Yeah, see? Same echoes will not be counted towards the Sonata effect. Oh, hey, wait, but I got this guy apparently. Alright. There we go. There we go. Crit rate 63%.
I alone. I alone.
Those are some pretty high crit rates, I gotta say. 63%? That's like pretty high.
Hopefully.
So now the only thing that's left then is Verena. Now for Verena, I'm a little bit less worried about her attack percent here. I am more worried about getting these up and going for her. So, I mean, that's what I'll end up spending my time on.
I alone.
Hopefully. Time for another.
Let me be there for everyone. As we
So there's a lot to do. I already did this. Lots that I can do. days, huh? I need to end it though. I got some stuff I need to take care of. A lot of this is kind of just grindy stuff. It's a lot of fun for me to do, but, you know. In any case, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna get some lunch, take care of some business. I have some business. I have a meeting in about an hour. So, I'm gonna go get ready for that, eat some lunch. Thanks for hanging out. I will be streaming again a little bit later today. We'll see what we do. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And we did the story. So that's a good thing. That's Wuthering Waves story. Hell yeah.